things above, not on things of the earth.
Where are we at? What verses?
Verse 2.
Okay.
Set your affection on things above.
Not on things of the earth.
Don't worry about it.
That's look. Oh my God! See, why am I getting into this? The Most High told you to do what? Love not this world.
Okay.
Isn't that the same thing?
Okay.
Where your heart is, your treasure will be also.
Okay.
Good and bad. That is true. When your heart is set on wickedness or unrighteousness, your treasures will be wickedness and unrighteousness. And that usually come in woes and destruction. But when you set your heart and your affection on the things that are above, the principles that are above, the lifestyle that is above, then your treasures will also come from there. Because where your heart is, your treasure is also. Because where your heart is, your treasure is also. So think about that, fam. Let's go to the next verse. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach in Yah. Your life is hidden with the Mashiach, in Yah. Again, showing two different entities. However, he says that you are dead. That death is supposed to be the death of the old man as Mashiach died on the massacred on the stake or execute, however you want to put it. When Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Verse 5. Mortify, destroy therefore your members which are upon the earth. Fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. Covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things' sake the wrath of Yah cometh on whom? On whom?
Hold on, baby. What? No, Micah. No. What? What? Okay, go sit down. I'm sorry, Moray. Can you repeat that?
Verse 6. Verse 6 says, for the wrath of Yah, I'm sorry, for which things' sake, these things, these inordinate affections, those things, the wrath of Yah cometh on the children of disobedience.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the children of disobedience?
The ones who work iniquity.
Now, you better be careful. Who was given the law?
Israel.
So who knows how to be obedient?
Israel.
The sons of disobedience. Who are the sons of light?
It's supposed to be Israel.
Oh. So in the war with the sons of light against the sons of darkness, I'm going somewhere here because see, if Israel was the only one given the law, then Israel can only be the ones to disobey it.
Okay.
And if Israel's job was not to teach the nations and keep the law from them, because if you don't teach the nations the law, how they gonna get it?
Okay.
So the only people that can be disobedient are Israelites. Therefore, the kinship of the sons of disobedience. Israelite only people that really know how to be disobedient, because we've given the law. Now, your initial statement, I would say was correct. I would say was correct. But in the present climate that we're in, we have to alter our teaching to fit the times. Uh-oh. Y'all hear that? Alter your teaching to fit the times. Go with the flow. We got the sons of disobedience out there in the forefront of our teaching. Okay? I'm just going to put it just like that. The sons of disobedience are the ones that's out here controlling the narrative. And that's just the God honest truth. There's nothing else to say about that. The people that are the sons of disobedience are the ones who are filled with the works of the flesh. I need sister. I need Ephesians, not Ephesians. Yeah, Ephesians. The 5th chapter, please.
Be ye therefore followers of Yah, as dear children,
Uh-huh.
and walk in love as
Walk in hate.
Mashiach love,
Okay.
and walk in love as Mashiach also hath loved us, and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahuwah for a sweet smelling savor. But fornication and all uncleanliness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you, as becometh saints, neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not covenant, but rather giving of thanks. For this ye know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Mashiach and of Yahuwah. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of Yah upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now
Whoa, whoa, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let no man deceive you with vain words. For because of these things cometh the wrath of Yah upon who?
the children of
See,
disobedience.
the children of disobedience got a problem. They got a problem. They got a problem. Look at verse 7 says, be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in Yah. Walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. The fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. Proving what is acceptable unto Yah, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. Have no fellowship. Have no fellowship. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. And I promise you today that Israelites, so-called Israelites, are doing nothing but showing the unfruitful works of darkness.
Okay.
Say I'm negative. Anybody that listens to this, you can say I'm negative till your ears are coming out. The negativity is not me pointing out the errors in Israel. The negativity are those that are letting the adversary run their doctrine. That's where the negativity lies. Not in the person that's doing what? What do you say? And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
Okay.
For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. Okay. All right. What's my point with these scriptures, with the sons of disobedience? What's the point? What's the point? Well, the point is to try not to be one of the sons and daughters of disobedience. Okay. Romans 1:18 says, "For the wrath of Yah is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men." Of men.
Okay.
For the wrath of Yah is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Y'all better get that together. Who else can hold the truth in unrighteousness? Can a Gentile hold the truth in unrighteousness? How they gonna hold the truth in unrighteousness and they never had truth?
Okay.
They can't hold the truth in unrighteousness. Right?
Okay.
Because the law wasn't given to them. And I'm not saying that in jest or fun, because it's true. The law was not given to them. But if we relinquish ourselves of the responsibility of teaching the nations or instructing them in the law for salvation's sake, then what's the point? What's our point? So if Israel doesn't do their job by teaching the nations, aren't they in sin? Are they not in error? Have they not transgressed the will of the Most High God? Yes, they have. Yes, they are. And yes, they continue to will do so without repentance. Without repentance. Few people will repent themselves of their doctrine. You're not going to repent of your doctrine, no matter what it makes your hands to do. Because what your hands do, your unrighteous, wicked doctrine will give you justification for doing it. Nobody want to hear this. People want their ears fluffed. I'm not an ear fluffer. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that your house is on fire in a way that's going to make it nice and convenient for you. Oh, sister, your house is burning down on fire. You better hurry up and get to them kids. No, bro, hurry up and get your ass home. Your house on fire. We shoot the messenger and don't really understand the message. We just listening to the tone. I don't like his tone. I don't like her tone. I don't like. Paul called people fools.
He called him another word that I just came across. It was crazy. I can't remember it offhand, but I was like, what is that?
He said, "Thou fool." He look. If Paul was alive today, you wouldn't be able to take Paul.
Nope.
Israelites, black folk, got thin skin, words hurt them and hurt their little feelings. We don't have any emotional integrity. Cannot control our emotions. We allow emotion to rule us instead of God, Yah given law and logic. Yah's law is logic.
Okay.
Yah's law, and that's why I know this from my perspective, and I understand the rhetorical circle of sin that I'm in, and then the path of getting out of this circle. I understand exactly. I'm sorry. I understand exactly how to get off this carousel of sin. I understand what must be done in my journey, and that's where the battle ensues at. The battle gets much harder, much harder when you come to the realization of the battle and you understand the battlefield and you understand your opponent. It's not insurmountable, but it's a great work. It's a great work. The sons of disobedience. That's who and what we have become. The sons of disobedience. That is who and what we have turned into. Or were there already always going to be sons of disobedience? Have there not been sons of disobedience plagued throughout Israel? Huh?
Okay. We had kings that was breaking laws,
King. We had
sacrificing
kings.
their babies to deities.
Yeah, right there, straight into. Oh, hold on. Okay. Um. So I just wanted to bring that little piece of, you know, the sons of disobedience. We have to, you know, be careful. We have to be careful about what we're doing. We got to be careful about how we do it because, like I said, if we go to the point to say that we are not to teach the other nations, if we are to say that, we have made ourselves the sons and daughters of disobedience.
Moray,
Yes.
but you saying that reminded me of what's written in the Talmud and what goes along with the Noahide laws.
Mm-hmm.
That anybody caught basically serving Yahuwah, following the commandments, keeping the Sabbath day, they are to be beheaded.
Mm.
That's what's in the Noahide laws. I read those laws and they're despicable. And that's how they're gonna get a lot of us, because we're gonna take the law to the death,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna make it so that they have a reason to kill us. We caught you resting on Saturday, Friday evening, Saturday. You didn't go to work. What's up with that?
Well, let's go to the first book of Maccabees.
Okay, let me pull out my apocrypha.
Let's go to the first book of Maccabees. I can share my screen if I need to. I love First Maccabees. I love First Maccabees.
Yeah, I'm trying to work my way through all of these books.
Bible Gateway, right? Nah, I don't like that. Wait a
It's
minute.
not enough time in the day.
I just made that statement not too long ago. There is not enough time in the day to do what needs to be done, and I think that the devil has it that way.
I
He really
actually
does.
I found a way to get me to study my scriptures more. I started a Bible journal, so it allows me to be artistic. It's like basically making a collage, summarizing the chapters that I've read. So I've done chapter 1 of Genesis,
Oh,
and I'm working on chapter 2 now. So it forces me to read the scripture because I have to read before I can make my collage. So I'm finding that very helpful because I'm very artistic. So
wait a minute. I don't see no. How you not? Okay, yeah, I don't have. Okay, then I got to go through another source then. Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. I'll do it this way. Okay. Let's see. Is this gonna give me what I want? Yes, I might keep this one too. I might keep this one. All right. Starting at verse 41.
what chapter?
The first chapter, the very first chapter, starting at verse 41. Now I'm gonna show you some errors in thought along the way from some of your lesser understanding Hebrews. I want to show y'all something. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. Hold on. Where is my? Hold on. Y'all only got one apocrypha, right? Or one pseudepigrapha. Y'all do y'all have a
We
pseudepigrapha?
have the pseudepigrapher and the apocrypha.
Okay, but you only got one pseudepigrapha.
Yes.
Okay. Do me a favor. Can somebody still get on? Like, can somebody still Google?
Yep.
Google. I need somebody to go to the Book of Jasher. Google the Book of Jasher.
Give me a second. Because I got that on my Kindle, but my Kindle is upstairs.
I need the Book of Jasher, chapter 90.
All right, I'm there.
All right. Now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about Antiochus Pittman. This 41 first. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. Stop right there. What does that mean?
That everybody living in that land should be one. They should be on one accord, one people,
Okay. One
one
people.
sound, one
And
voice.
every okay. And everyone should leave his laws. Huh?
Yep.
And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agree according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. Now, these Israelites that they are saying that did this, let me ask you a question. In the book of Maccabees, who are we dealing with here?
It sounds like we dealing with a foreign nation.
Okay, we're definitely dealing with a foreign nation because we're in the days of Antiochus Epiphanes. Understand the time period that you're in right now when you're reading. Always understand the time period you're in. This is what? This is the book of Maccabees. This is in between. This is the intertestamental period, correct?
Okay.
Okay, so the Israelites are being occupied under the Greek Alexander the Empire after his four generals. Okay,
Okay.
they now have control. This particular general has control over Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Egypt, Syria, I think that was his land. Okay? So when my man says that many of the Israelites consented, my question to you is, what Israelites are we speaking of that consented to do this? Come on, I need you to think. O'Shea, you gonna answer a question, O'Shea? What Israelites are we speaking of? Who are we talking about?
Oh, you were taking
Right here, 43.
They in Jerusalem.
it.
40.
Who's being occupied by the Greeks? Who came after the Greeks?
Rome.
The Romans came after the Greeks. Who was the Romans dealing with?
Greasy.
Same people.
The priests.
I need to be more specific than that.
Pharisees.
What Israelites, say that
The
again?
Pharisees.
I wish this was Family Feud so I can give you the extra. Where's the northern kingdom at right now?
In Assyria.
Where?
Assyria.
He said Assyria.
So who we dealing with here?
The lost tribes.
What lost tribes? No, we dealing with Judah.
Oh,
The kingdom of Judah, remember?
He said Cain. He remembered.
Cain. We dealing with, this was Judah. The kingdom and whatever tribes was still comprised at the time that they got taken away. This is not the 10 tribes that already were taken away to Assyria. Do you understand the significance? Do you understand the significance of what I'm saying here? Or what is being said here? These are the people that will later be, the Romans will occupy, that Yeshua came from, correct?
Cain.
Because the Romans came after the Greeks.
Cain.
So if we dealing with the same people through Greece and Rome, we're dealing with who? When the people came, look here, I'm going to make it even plainer for you. In Acts the 2nd chapter, when the folks came back, they included all of Israel. Did they not? Yes, they did. We already went through that. The northern kingdom was coming back to celebrate the feast days to Jerusalem anyhow.
Cain.
But what I'm saying here is, in Jerusalem, many of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. This is not the northern kingdom that did this.
Cain.
Do y'all understand why?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, because that's who was in the kingdom.
This is why I'm trying to get y'all to understand the falsities so you can understand not only how to destroy it, but you'll understand why.
Cain. Got you.
You'll understand why. When you read this, you can automatically say, wait a minute. Antiochus wrote to his whole people that all people should be one. Okay, does that mean that their blood is one?
Right.
Huh? Does that mean that because they left their laws and they did what the king wanted, does that mean they stopped being a Scythian? Or they stopped being a Greek? Or they stopped being a whatever? Does that mean that they stopped being their national origin?
No.
No, it doesn't. If you were from Lebanon and you took on the king's laws, you're still a Lebanese that took on the king's laws. I hope y'all see where I'm going. Because you act a fool doesn't take away your nationality. You are an English fool. You're a Spanish fool. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of cleanliness and profanation, to the end that they might forget the law and change the ordinances. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said, he should die. In the self-same manner wrote he to his whole kingdom and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city. Huh? I ain't done yet. We ain't even done yet. Ain't even done yet. Hold on. Then many of the people were gathered unto them, everyone that forsook the law. And so they committed evils in the land and drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever they could flee for succor. Now the 50th day of the month, Chislev, in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar. You hear that? They set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar and builded idol altars throughout the cities of Judah on every side, and burnt incense at the doors of their houses and the streets. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire. And whosoever was found with any of the book of the testament, or if any committed to the law, the king's commandment was that they should be put him to death. You have to understand what we about to go through. This is the first abomination of desolation.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Thus they did by their authority unto the Israelites every month, to as many who were found in the cities. Now the 25th day of the month they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of Yah. Listen what they did now. They sacrificed upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of Yah. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised. And they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses and slew them that they had circumcised them. Howbeit many in Israel were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat anything unclean. Wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died, and there was very great wrath upon Israel. And there will be very great wrath upon this people that you call Israel, Hebrew Israelites, the awakened. There's going to be a very great wrath upon us that our people are not being prepared for. They're not prepared for the modern version of what I have just read unto you. We're not prepared for it. They appointed overseers in all the cities to make them do the commandment of the king. Your compliance will be mandatory. Do you understand?
Okay.
This is not the light and fluffy world we're about to walk into. And I can't get 3 Israelites to sit at the table and share a cracker together. This is the most trying time that we will go through. And as you can just see how it was outlined, how specific it will be for the children of Israel, for those that are trying to keep the covenant. Why do you think that this great serpent, the dragon, goes after those who keep the commandments of Yah and have the faith of Yeshua? Why do you think that is? Right here.
Yep.
Right here.
Get us to do exactly what he did in Shema, rebellion. He don't.
Wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died.
Yep.
I don't think these people that we are witnessing out here today are prepared to die for the holy covenant. They can't even leave this world behind. How the hell are they going to die for the holy covenant? I'm telling you, we're not conditioned for this. And you can get mad all you want to, whoever's listening. You can say I'm negative all day long. We're not ready for this, and we should be. And we should be. For some reason, we believe the fact that we are Israelites and that we believe that the Most High is just going to intervene in things which He has already written what we are to do. It's a cost to be righteous. It's hard to get the type of righteousness in you where you are going to say, many in Israel were fully resolved and confirming themselves not to eat any unclean thing, wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meat, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died, and there was very great wrath upon Israel. We're not ready for that. We're not ready for that. For the Israelites, the so-called Israelites that don't know who they are, for those, the wrath is going to be even greater. Because they're going to be clueless as to what's going on. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? That's why what's going on, this bad teaching, this doctrinal nonsense, this stupidity that they're teaching about whom can get salvation and whom is an Israelite is backfiring on us in the real world and in the spirit world, because we are not doing our jobs, and the babes that are coming in are being conditioned not to do our jobs. Our job is to teach. Hold on. Isaiah, the 49th chapter. Isaiah, the 49th chapter. Start at verse 1. Stop at verse 6, I think.
Listen, O isles.
Whoa. Hold on. Who's speaking and who's being spoken to?
Isaiah is speaking, and he's speaking to the people of the isles.
Wrong and wrong. Keep reading. I just want you to understand and be cognizant when you read of whom is speaking and whom is being spoken to. The isles, go ahead and keep reading and see if you can ascertain it. Go ahead.
Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Most High hath called me from the womb. From the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Yashurun, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, and have labored in vain, have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with Yahuwah, and my work with my Elohim. And now, saith Yahuwah, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him.
Stop. Who's speaking now?
Israel.
There's only one Israelite being spoken. Listen, read that last verse again. Read it again.
And now hath Yahuwah that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of Yahuwah, and my Elohim shall be my strength.
Who are we talking about now? That's Yeshua. When you're in Isaiah past the 40th chapter, you are in the messianic part of Isaiah's prophecies. Who else is going to bring back the tribes of Jacob?
It's Yeshua.
I'm not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Okay.
Keep reading.
Verse 7. Thus saith Yahuwah, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation arboreth, to a servant of rulers. Kings shall see and arise. Princes also shall worship, because the Most High is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee.
You good. You good. You good. My point. The point. Oh. I could have taken you. Okay, well, I ain't gonna do it. Look here. When he said, listen to O isles, you talking about the Gentiles. The isles of the Gentiles?
Right.
Huh?
Right. Okay.
Now, I'm missing something here. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there's verse 6. I'm sorry, verse 6. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. Hello?
Okay.
That verse right there, what we just read right there, who are we talking about? The tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. Does that include all of Israel? Is all of Israel being spoken of right here?
No.
Are
It's
you
talking
sure?
about, it's saying the tribes, but it says the preserve of Israel. He ain't
Whoa.
talking.
Well, he said, be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. This is talking about all of Israel. The tribes of Jacob. We're talking about all of Israel. All 12 tribes right here. Okay. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. The Gentiles in verse 6 of Isaiah 49 cannot be a northern kingdom Israelite that didn't know who they was, that was cut off from the covenant. That's not who that is. All of Israel is represented in the first portion of that verse. Do you all see that? That's why I asked you that question. He said, raise up the tribes of Jacob. The tribes of Jacob are the 12 tribes of Israel, and to restore the preserved in Israel. That covers all of Israel. You cannot say that when you get to the portion of the Gentiles that was the northern kingdom cut off. No, it was not. It was not. All Israel is already represented. Do y'all see that?
Okay.
So that you will be my salvation to the ends of the earth. A light to lighten the Gentiles. To be my salvation to the ends of the earth. All of Israel is already represented. And you will find many scriptures just like this, where you will see all of Israel being represented and then jumping down to saying something about the Gentiles. And then they still say that the Gentiles are Israelites that didn't know who they were. I am so sick of that argument. Matter of fact, I'm going to get on Facebook and do an entire expose on what a Gentile is. And that's a doggone. These are the things that we need to be going over and over and over and over and over again. My next expose is going to be on Deuteronomy 28. And I don't think the Hebrews going to like my expose on this one. Either we are about truth and not about falsehood, or we are about the same trickery that the church is teaching. It's one of the two. We got to pick one. We got to pick one. Israel got to pick one. Are we going to do the church's trickery? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because if I was looking from the outside in, no, y'all got some explaining to do. That's why I brought up the sons of disobedience. It is the sons of disobedience that are rewriting the narrative for our people right now. They're writing the narrative. And trust me, these brothers do not want to debate with another Israelite over these things. Because, see, another Israelite will be able to say, that's not true. What you're saying is not true. That's not true. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're going to war with all these street apologists and Christians. Even though these Christians have studied, and they study pretty well. Vocab Malone actually has studied a great deal. That don't mean he got any spirit, though, but he has studied a great deal. And when you can't refute with somebody that's claiming that you are not, or your doctrine or whatever, and you can't refute them, then that's a problem. Is it not?
It is.
Or was it me? That's a problem if you can't refute when somebody's coming at your doctrine. I don't know if you've ever read this book or seen this book, but it came out in, I think it came out in the 90s, and he had a part two. There's a part two to it. But it's called 360 Questions to Ask a Hebrew Israelite. 360 questions to ask a Hebrew Israelite. And I said, wow.
What's some of the questions? Do you know?
Well, all of the questions are dealing with us and who we are in our doctrine. Okay. Some of the questions is like, damn, I have to pull it up. Because he starts off with Genesis, our understanding of heaven. He has an entire system or book where he refutes everything that we believe. 360 questions to ask the Hebrew Israelites. And it's the part two to it. And I haven't read the part two, but I remember when part one came out. You know, what I'm saying to you all, my two students, is that our people have opened up a can of worms. Okay, because think about this for a second. Why am I going to listen to you on the street corner and you telling me that I can't be saved? Why am I listening? Why should I listen to you? That's the part that I'm foggy on.
Right.
Why should I listen to you?
Right.
What's the point of me standing here listening to you? Uh, continuously, as much as they have brought this doctrine to the forefront and brought it to light and make it a staple, the truth has got to be brought out just as ferociously.
You think I can have this?
It has to. But in the process of us doing this particular thing, it's taking us away from the big picture. And the big picture is preparation for the great tribulation that we believe is coming down the pike right now. So I'm gonna leave it at that, brothers and sisters. You know, this turned out to be something more than I thought it was gonna be. The sons of disobedience are writing this narrative that's causing us to have people challenge us on our doctrine, on our identity. And because of this, these brothers and sisters is out there hate mongering, cannot answer simple questions. I'm trying to get you all to the point where the questions don't even bother you, where you can see the error right away. That's where I'm trying to get you all at. That when you read, you can see, wait. I thought they said blank, blank, blank. See, look at this. We have a great job ahead of us because our enemies are going to come from every side. You understand?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I know that you all, I don't want you all to, to get consumed like I am with this because I just want you all to be able to understand when you read the scriptures how not to twist it like they are, not to see it like they see it. See, and I tried to fight this to tell people not to take a preconceived idea or notion into reading the scriptures. Read the scriptures first and get and glean from what the scriptures are saying your position. Not come in and say, okay, I hate white people, so all white people got to be okay. Let's see, Esau, Jacob, I love Esau, hate. Okay, white man got to be Esau then. It's ridiculous and it's foolish. It's ridiculous and it's foolish, and I'm personally sick of it. Personally, I am personally sick of it, and I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna do something about it because I'm tired. This is not the walk that I walked into. And I was going to give up. I really was. I was going to give up. I was going to sit down and try to tend to my soul. But I just cannot. I can't. I cannot deal with the destruction of my walk. I don't know what other people are watching because it's getting very, very hard for me to listen to other Hebrews. I'm having a very, very hard time listening to people because it's like, do we understand what time we are living in right now? LD Hostfat, I tried to get him on so he could explain to me about what's going to happen July the 1st when the oil reserves or something, the United States will not be able to have the oil reserves in order to keep the country running.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
So let me make sure I got it right. Okay, and that's why I really want him to be here. Um, July 1st. Uh, oil reserves. Let's see. We'll run out. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's see. Global oil buffer may run out by July, risking $200 crude oil. America's pile of emergency oil is shrinking fast. America's oil reserve is about to hit its lowest level.
Mhm.
So if gas goes $200 a gallon, if gas is $200 a gallon, what does that mean for the price at the pump? Nah, come on. I'm sorry. If gas is $200 a gallon, what does that mean for the price at the pump?
Nobody gonna be going nowhere.
Let's see. It would be how much? Well, y'all can't give me the pricing. Oh God, man. Anyway, the oil reserves are going to run out. Okay, oil disruption. Da 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 da. Brian O'Shea is a truck driver. He understands gas.
Mhm.
I got him how much that is.
It ain't good. That's about the best we can tell you. It ain't good.
Let's see. Between $6.50 and $8 a gallon.
Yep.
A $10 raise in the barrel of crude oil equates to about 30 cent to a 30 cent increase at the pump. Starting from a baseline, a $200 barrel of oil will add roughly $2. I'm sorry, $2.50 to $3 to current prices, pushing the national average well past the previous record highs of $5. So once we get to that, in which this is Agenda 2030.
Mhm.
This is Agenda 2030. Sustainable development, yes, but controllable. They did this on purpose.
Yep.
Agenda 21 and its successor, Agenda 2030, serves as a deceptive green mask designed to restrict private property rights, limit personal freedoms, and enforce centralized social engineering. I'm gonna let y'all see. Her name is Rosa. She's dead now, but she wrote this book called Behind the Green Mask. So they have first it was Agenda 2050, 2050. Then it was Agenda 2030. Then Agenda 21. See, this Agenda 21. That's it. This puts us right dab smack in the middle of 2025 to 2032 with their agenda. Could this agenda coincide with the beast kingdom? That's what I'm afraid of. That this Agenda 2030, Agenda 21 is going to be nothing more than the beast, his vehicle. And we just can't, I'm sorry. I just don't know how long we can have Bible class and not have Bible class and then work with our feet and then work with each other. I don't know why that is foreign. I don't know why that's something that people don't, why it's not polarized. I don't know why it's polarizing for me to ask for us to unite and for us to settle, forget our differences in doctrine and to try and love and work with each other anyway. I don't know why that's a foreign concept. So, brothers and sisters, I'm going to turn off the live recording. This was Yeshurun-Beth Yah, Sabbath class. We're going to try to be a little bit more consistent for those, if there are any of those, that do follow us and listen to our program, whether live or whether you listen to it through recording. My name is Maury Nathaniel, and I have Sister Apariah with me and Brother O'Shea. We are small, and we are not ashamed of being small. And souls will come that, hear the voice of the Master. And those that speak in the Master's name, they will be heard. And I take heart in that. Family, y'all take